Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Guess we're sleeping. Good morning. Everyone was like, yeah, someone else will say it. All right. Good morning. I'm Pastor Jared. I'm the senior pastor here. It is so great to see all of you. We are excited about what God has in store for service today. And I want to take just a couple of minutes, and I want to talk just for like I said, a minute or two about youth camp. I want to give some of these kids an opportunity to kind of testify about what God did with them this week, and then for everyone who didn't go, I want to then push you for youth convention coming up in November. So if you went to youth camp, come on up here. Come on. I asked them to wear their merch if they have any. That's why we're like all kind of wearing the same stuff. So don't worry, you didn't walk into a cult where we all dress the same. Come on, scoot over, guys. We just got back from camp, a group of us. So I want to just take a second and go ahead and put those photos up and let those just kind of play. You can kind of see some of the stuff. We had fun. We had games. Times we had services. I can tell you right now, our services every night went minimum 4 hours until 10:30, and then they would release us because lights out was 11. Our last night, they had service until 12 o'clock. They went to midnight with kids in the altar. So some got dismissed, they had a bonfire, but about half the camp stayed until midnight. Kids were getting delivered, people were getting prayed over, students were praying over each other. The poor worship team was up there. Testimony, or just want to say anything about camp? If not, I'm going to interview Judah and make him talk. So does anyone else have anything they want to say to spare him? Okay, Judah, you're up. Okay, so first question is, what was the most fun part about camp? That is fast. No.
Probably the services. They were really good, and I liked worship.
Okay, so you can see in some of the pictures, it's worship right now, but we had like tug of war, we had variations of basketball and dodgeball. His favorite part was service, and I didn't tell him to say that either. So services were really good. Yes, Lily?
My favorite part was the called breakout session with Char Blair.
Yeah, they had, that's actually Char right there on the screen right now, and she spoke to both the leaders and some of the students. They had breakout sessions to equip students to be evangelists on their campus, called in the ministry, which is the one she went to. They had different ones for students. They had a new believers class. This is something most churches don't do anymore. They had a new believers class. Night one, he preached, he gave an altar call, and on our second day, they had a breakout with a new believers class to say, hey, if you just got saved last night, because a lot of these kids in the first, it's a great thing to trick kids into, like, hey, go to camp. They don't realize they're going to have an encounter with God. So there's all these kids who've just started going to youth group for a few months, and they got saved, and they're like, okay, but me. So they had a new believers class, so it was really good with that. Lila, tell us, how much did you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy that game that first night with Chubby Bunny? But they brought it back, and it was, I'm going to lie and say it was fun. It was disgusting. So, yes, we don't need to go into all the details. So we had a great time. You guys, you can go ahead and sit down. All that to say is we have a couple times a year we have youth every Wednesday, okay? So if you don't, most of you probably know it. If not, every Wednesday night we have a youth service night, which makes it really easy. We design it makes it really